there are growing pains that companies go through, whether that's figuring out what the new roles are, the priorities, the hierarchy, or the structure. The good news is they're not insurmountable, and they're challenges that other startups have faced. And it's something that if you approach it thoughtfully, you can really deal with some of these challenges. So step one, when we tripled in size, I initially really looked to hire teams that had worked together previously. So I knew that we were going to grow very quickly, and I knew that bringing more people onto the team was going to change these aspects of our culture, but I wanted to minimize the overall disruption to ZapRx and our core culture. On the operating side, I would say, or the commercial side, however you want to phrase it, we had some growing pains and some challenges. I personally hired people that I had worked with before to minimize, again, any sort of disruption. But what I found was that they didn't have as much expertise in what ZapRx was doing. And I had to invest a lot in getting the team up to speed, because ZapRx's product, which is in the healthcare space and deals with specialty therapeutics, $100,000 medications that apply to rare and orphan disease and have a lot of regulations and challenges, navigating bureaucratic hospital systems. That's something that is not necessarily intuitive to a person who's joining an early stage startup and has to roll up their sleeves and learn a lot. So bringing in a team that has worked together. I tried that on the operating side, and there were growing pains. We were not without growing pains. But then to overcome that, I invested heavily in my team. I brought in experts from industry to come in and do seminars. I brought in consultants. I brought in advisors. I also empowered the team, and I let them go out and encourage them to learn on their own, speak with physicians on their own, engage with pharmacists on their own, understand the patient story, the patient journey, and really sort of live firsthand what those challenges were like if they were an individual in the market that needed our product, so they could better understand what our value proposition was. And that was successful to some degrees, and then there were still some challenges overall. But we also did a lot of team bonding activities, and that sounds sort of frou-frou or silly, but I can guarantee you it's really not. It gets the team together. It gets the teams sort of cross-pollinating ideas, communicating, and overall I found that by doing even silly things like go-kart racing, or bringing everyone to a house in Vermont and going skiing and trying a sport together, or doing wine and whiskeys on Friday, or having lunch together every day, all of that helped cement the bond between the different departments on ZapRx's team, people who were at different stages of their career, and helped us get through those growing pains and tripling the company in a very short period of time.